It is a fight for survival now in this LB semi-final. Infi or XiaoKK, one of them will go home. In Group A, we already saw an Orc eliminated first. There was Orc Worker. Will XiaoKK share this fate? We will see in a few minutes.
And yeah, on paper, this is like David versus Goliath. I don't think is an overstatement. Infi here is the massive favorite. Against Focus, I don't want to say outclassed, that's certainly not the right word, but he was struggling certainly at stages. Against XiaoKK though, a different caliber of player we probably would feel. Starting off on Turtle Rock once again, which we saw before, and again close positions. There the pressure build didn't work out too well. It looked kind of close at certain stages, but Focus held on. Is he going to play it the same way this time, Infi, or is he going to switch it up?
We have an Archmage. This time he got Claws. Last GCS, his nickname was I Need Claws. And maybe they will help him here. The 25% damage boost that he gets from this item is pretty damn good. Versus Orc, not that great as it is against Night Elf or Human Mirror, for example. But still, very nice to have. Late Master is scouting for it. In XiaoKK, we see a 1-burrow tech. This all seemed fairly standard so far. Did he check for the close position already?
A player's forces are under attack.
I'm not sure if he sent out a scout, but I would imagine so, with the first grunt. Which is actually, well, I guess not, because it was moving down the to the bottom side of the map, where you saw that the human was not at, and Infi, for the time being, can just creep up freely. He's gonna get closer to level 2.5, but now he's gonna get found by the Blade Master. Focus's blade control has been amazing this tournament. The last hits, the timings, he has those down. And for XiaoKK, not quite the same level. He's gonna get a footy here, perhaps, but he's still only on level 1, whereas the Archmage closing in on level 3, kind of. And he's spreading himself thin across the map, so the Blade Master can't be in all places at once.
It's the third time in Infi's games that the footman has already the sword in the hand to wake up the creeps to deny himself, but the Blade Master is a little faster.
Yep, attack speed is what wins you that little battle there, I guess. Tech-wise, by the way, the Orc is ahead a little bit. I wonder if Infi perhaps pulled too many peasants early, because this is a little bit later than perhaps he would want it to have, or maybe he just wanted to creep so quickly. By the way, once again, we have the lumber mill in the base. May only be for that guard tower, which last time he didn't get quickly enough and was punished for by Focus. Or it may, of course, still be the tower push. He's not yet level 3, but he is so close. 3 experience away only.
That's the biggest power spike to get in the early mid-game. Let's see if he gets it somewhere. He was creeping simultaneously, was rewarded with the Mantle of Intelligence. That's +9 damage now. It's really, really big. But the tech, as you said, a little late, and he invests the money for the guard tower there. So Sanctums should be a little later. He's out of gold at the moment. Maybe he's... No, okay, that will be late. And XiaoKK is not in the worst position. I mean, his Blade Master is super underwhelming, but apart from that, I think he's looking okay. But the Beast Master is coming in again, and we saw how much pressure he could build with the double summon build there against Focus on TM. And Focus is certainly on a different level than XiaoKK.
Yeah, of course he had the level 2 elemental. That's a big difference. Going for the AM here, trying for the block with the grunt, not quite getting it with the boost of speed, of course. The Wizard pretty damn fast. Heal potion on the blade already used. One of the footies here should be an easy pickup, maybe even 2, with the SH coming in and almost getting surrounded there. But the Archmage now has to be a little more careful himself, whereas the Blade Master fairly far away. He is finally level 2. Crit unlocked. And yeah, this human force is still scary, but it was not able to cancel any tier 2 buildings or kill any burrows.
Yeah, he still has 4 summons here, but it will go down to 2 in just a bit. Can he get the experience, or will it expire first? Nope, it expires first, so 0 experience here. And also almost 0 items on this Turtle Rock map. And the pressure...
Archmage is out of mana for now, though. Of course, with the Brilliance Aura, will sort of soon have another Water Elemental, but that still will only be level 1. Water Elemental, he would love to get 1 peon kill, but that can sometimes be pretty hard to get. SH is saving his mana, by the way. Could hex some footies and maybe kill them that way. First Walker is out. Spiritling is gonna help him a lot here. Finally, he gets a Grunt. And that's a big level up now for the AM.
And he has exactly the mana that he needed there. 125. Another Hex kills another Footman. Just kill something to get some some experience on his Shadow Hunter. Heal wave would be so massive, but he's far away. And now it's healing time for the Orc. He desperately needs some time, but Infi, he doesn't give him the time.
Yep. Something just fell. I hope everything's still working. That was my phone. Okay, never mind. Yeah, so many militia here. And once again, it's like the tier 2 human push. It's so much stuff to fight through that Orc can struggle with so hard. The shop is still alive, and that is important. If he loses this one, that's a big loss. He needs to get a new one in the back if he can't keep that one alive. Blade Master hasn't shopped anything yet. He only has one heal salve left. He really needs some more. And here come the towers. It's a good old-fashioned tower rush.
Indeed. Chinese humans made it so popular. Sky was one of the first ones to do that on tier 2 against Night Elf, obviously. Blade Master taking quite some damage. He has another Wind Walk. Watermental goes down there. Blade Master escapes, but again, he needs to buy some time. But how? We have 2 priests and the first sorceress. This is slow and heal. Doesn't need a shop right now. He could build them with all the passes that he has, but the time that the Orc needs to heal up is the time for the towers to rise.
And these Orc heroes especially are worrying me. SH so far away from the heal wave and even further away from the good heal wave on level 3. Infi trying to bait the Orc to approach and to lure him back into the towers, because the guard towers are soon to be done. First one finishes right here, already has the magic sentry upgrade. Shop is gone here with the Voodoo Lounge being killed, but he has one Demolisher, and that with Ensnare is pretty good.
Yeah, but he needs to get his shop back up. The Blade Master there. Uh-oh, he is revealed, as you know. Guard towers are facing him, but he has to retreat there. The guard tower, the Demolisher is his key unit at the moment. That's not too much stuff to reach for those guard towers, but the beast here he is, and he needs to keep that alive, and he needs some heal. But again, the towers reveal the Blade Master, and more right clicks coming out. This is a dead burrow, and this is XiaoKK supply step.
He does have a shop though, at the very least, down towards the south, but everything here is so hurt. He needs heal wave desperately, but how can he find the kills necessary? I guess he did get kind of close, only about 50 away now. Of course, sharing the experience with the Blade Master as well. The next burrow, you really don't want to lose that one. He's gonna be supply stuck forever. And now this position is so fortified with an Arcane Vault even coming up for the human. 3 towers behind. He needs like at least 2 demolish, it seems to me, to break this, but he can't get any more.
No. Also, the burrows are gone, so there's no spears flying towards the footmen there. Now there's damage against the bestiary. If that building falls, then no raiders anymore. And as you said, the synergy of Raider Catapult is so nice. He's trying to rebuild the Orc burrows in the back, trying to get some experience there. But again, the Water Elemental expires first, and the Shadow Hunter in a bad position. Taking some hits there, but massive force of Infi and huge supply.
And scrolling forward with the towers of the Demolisher, doing good damage from afar. The Bestiary, though, is gonna be toast in just a second. He's healing up next to the Voodoo Lounge. But this army just doesn't look like the army to break this fortified position, man. Not at all. Water Elemental in the back, along with the Quill Beast, trying to cancel the Orc Burrow as well to keep the Orc player supply stuck.
Shadow Hunter's 1 kill away from heal wave. Can that be a saving grace for him? But the barracks is falling as well. He finally is able to produce again. Second catapult would be nice. Quite a critical mass to have for orcs. Focus fire. Again, especially against the grunts and walkers. Just way too strong.
The next one here will be falling. Beastmaster is almost level 2 with this, and it is the GG. XiaoKK once again looking, I'm sorry to say, but without a chance.
Yeah. There was a lot of hate towards Orc Worker yesterday, and in his lower bracket semifinal, he was way closer to a win than XiaoKK now. But I mean, it's Infi.
Yeah.
Infi's old-fashioned tower rush. It still works on this level, especially on Turtle Rock close position. That was pretty lucky for him too.
When we started today, we said there's 3 players certainly in contention for the playoffs, and the 4th one is the big underdog.
Yeah.
Maybe, you know, flying under the radar, be having a chance, but with the performance today, that is not gonna cut it. Can he step it up? I mean,
he needs to.
He has to step it up like more than 10%, more than 20%. He has to step it up by a lot to have a chance here. So far, he has been outclassed today. It's his map choice now against human. Maybe he can make something work here. The vetoes. Did we get the vetoes?
I didn't.
I imagine it was AI. and TM or TS probably. And
Go
we
on to
go
Echo Out.
onto Echo. Okay. This is a scary tower push map, if that's what the human wants to play.
It's a good orc map, of course, because of the items and because of shop control. But in general, I don't think he will have much time to leave his base, as we saw this Infi here.
Yeah.
The distance of the two bases, of course, a little further away from each other, so the tower push doesn't hit that hard, and you have a little more time to prepare. But also, the tech was already late for Infi. There was a guard tower before, so this wasn't the fastest tower push that you can get. Like, Infi has still ways to improve.
And I think this is even going to be a faster tech for the human, because you certainly need fewer militia for the little green camp here in the beginning than you do on Turtle Rock if you go for the ogres first. This was also a map where Infi played.
I thought you went to go for the expansion thing, because I mention it all the times, and that would be something for the B2W bingo. I was already preparing for an excuse why this is not an expansion play, actually.
I want to go into the expansion. That's something that Infi liked to do in the past, but doesn't seem to be a thing anymore. But Neo, you know, if you make it work, that when, you know, you can perhaps go for, I don't know, something like perhaps triple sanctum maybe.
Really? You think that would be good?
Some people think it's pretty good.
I think it's imbalanced, but I think that Infi thinks that he doesn't need it here. That's something special, I think he does when he really needs it and when he feels super comfortable. And I don't think he feels so comfortable at the moment. Here we are back again. Sorry for this little crash. There was a small little hiccup, but alright. We get it here. We are almost in-game on EI, as you can see. Or at the moment not see, but we'll see it in a bit.
In a moment. Don't worry, guys. Heroes are not even queued yet. So, yeah, question is, what's Infi going to go for here? Obviously, he's going to dictate the pace of this game, either with an expansion or a tower push play, or just straight up, you know, one base, MK, map control. Try to creep up, try to get a good, big, strong army with strong heroes.
There we are in the game. XiaoKK, will he be eliminated at 0-4? And will Infi find his strength again? Against Focus it wasn't enough. And maybe that cracked his confidence a bit. But Echo Out's certainly a good human map. He is the way better player. He should feel confident with this.
Yeah. And it seems like whatever he goes for, he should have a decent chance of winning. I guess fast expansion is the riskiest, because if you play perfectly against it, getting the first item from the ogre, getting towards the marketplace, buying the second one, running to the human expansion, and then killing the expo, that's something we've seen before, then suddenly your game plan is in shambles. So it seems like going for the most safest, for the safest approach is the wisest one if you're the better player, but we're gonna see. Tower Infi, of course, renowned across the world, and has been a plague for humans for years, it seemed. Focus was able to deal with it, and, well, it's a fast expo. Or is it? No, it's a Merc camp creep? What?
Camp?
I thought humans didn't do this anymore.
Huh. Haven't seen that in quite a while, and I guess this will slow him down a bit. But he gets healing without having to buy a shop.
Yeah, so he's using 6 militia. That's a lot of lumber cost indirectly, and a Shadow Priest. That's more lumber cost. So should be a very late tech. Or does he actually want to expand with this? That would be weird. AM hits level 2 here. And yeah, unusual. This is like an early game that I would expect out of Yumiko. Something very unorthodox and unpredictable. Run, by the way, see the peasants here retreating back to the base. Nice save. One of those peasants to keep his brother alive. AM gonna take out the little green camp here, getting closer towards level 3. The Blade Master in the middle of the map found the ring, bought the claws, and will pick up from the Ogre Magi.
With no greater mana. Really helpful for the Shadow Hunter early on for more hexes, if there's a tower push. But is Infi calling? No, he's teching, so no expansion here. Also no lumber mill at the moment, just creeping towards level 3. But the Shadow Priest is really helpful for a few
And then Echo Isles, there's only one shop, only one pair of boots. If the Blade Master gets them, that's a very stressful game for the Archmage. And it's almost time. He sells... He doesn't get the boots, but rather the Staff of Teleportation. That is very unusual. Sees the AM here. And probably the Wizard will be grabbing up the boots himself. Gets his level 3 super early into this game. Yeah, that's the boots for him.
XiaoKK got a Troll Berserker, and of course there's no defend on the human side because there's no need usually. And against the Peasants and Towers, that unit is really good, so I totally like that move by XiaoKK. Something unexpected, and he gets a last number 1.
That's so cool.
Absolutely worth it already.
He actually is sniping the militia in gold, the peasants in gold.
Oh, but he gets surrounded? No.
Not quite. AM is pressuring in the main, but now he has a Tele Staff if he wants to get back quickly with his Blade Master, who's, by the way, still not level 2 and may have to get home very, very quickly because there's Water Elementals and the entire rest of the human army knocking on the front door. There's going to be mana for another Water Elemental in just a second. He got rid of the first one, but that's so expensive. He's not mining any gold at the moment. Mass call to arms, I guess you could say, peon style, inside the burrows. And he has to repair at the same time. He can't even make his second hero or any tier 2 buildings. That was so expensive.
I think
Players' forces are under attack.
this, like, wrong decision to not staff back. That was, as you said, super expensive, and the pressure, he just can't keep it up. I mean, he has the aura, he has healing from the Shadow Priest, and XiaoKK, he can't really break the space. He was trying to, and oh, actually there's not too many workers anymore. Only 3.
Huh, what a weird game. They are punishing each other, or I guess crippling each other so much in the early game that the mid game is going to be slowed down significantly. Still no tier 2 buildings up, still no second heroes coming.
Yeah, Beastmaster is
Beastmaster's
there,
out now.
but the
Okay.
Shadow Hunter, he needs some more gold with that. Only now to be able to start it. But the damage is again not enough. But is he just baiting the repair to do damage to this?
This
Or-
Berserker is actually so good
yeah,
here,
man,
man.
he's really good.
But now with the Beastmaster, with the additional summon, this is so much damage. The first Burrow is down. He started the SH before, thankfully. Otherwise, would have been supply stuck for all eternity. He's going to lose a grunt here. The burrows in the back are exposed, but I think in the main base for the human also an entrance has been established. So it's a slaughter on both sides of the map.
The Berserker damage here gets rid of the tower. Of course, he can't block, so he has to find a safe position.
What is this game?
He evacuates his main base.
No
Okay,
mining being done by either player at the moment. Okay. Well,
Yeah, no second hero.
pillage!
No way, yes, pillage.
Pillage being researched. All these peons can start using their pickaxes to decent use. TP home now, though.
Everybody run!
The fun's over. Kingfi's coming home.
Oh, the Blade Master is only level 2, but close to 3. He's trying to go for an Archmage. Of course, there's no Hex, no Disable. He should try to snipe the Shadow Priest first. It's a very important unit at the moment. Is the Berserker still alive, by the way? Yeah, there he is in the middle of the map. Getting everything back home as this space race is not working anymore. Windwalk is ready, so you can easily escape this.
I think he wants another one.
Yep.
Some low HP
Boom,
peasants.
level
Reveals
3.
him. Should certainly not be in danger of dying.
So, I think we have to
This
like-
game.
Infi has a 350 gold lead, or almost 400 gold lead, but both bases are in shambles. Infi is actually not supply stuck, but no tier 2 buildings up, of course. He will be
Players' forces are under
in needs of lumber. He has to reproduce so many peasants. And the Shadow Hunter is out now. I think the economy is way better for XiaoKK, but he needs all the Orc Burrows in the world.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't think I've ever seen a game quite like this one before. Crazy. Blade Master, though, he is so strong and scary right now. He's moving forward. Shadow Priest will be an easy pickup for him. He has so much mana. And he has a level 2 Windwalk. He can kill all of these footies here easily.
Footy kill, Shadow Priest kill. Shadow Priest kill, way more important. The Berserker now. Infi wants to punish him for all the work he did. Can he break through this again? I don't think. Without a second grunt, you shouldn't be able to do this. He has to keep this pressure up. There's no shop. He can't heal. Oh, Muddy the Mud Golem.
Oh, that Mud Golem is so sick. But actually, he has the speed scroll here to counter. SH in trouble as well. Has to retreat. Oh, but here comes the Hex onto the AM. Is the damage going to be good enough? I don't know. He has quite a few Windwalks left still. Here's one of them. The backstab comes in. If he gets a Hex out, this might be the game.
Or block from the grunt. But
There's a Hex right here.
oh, can he get it? Next backstab. Oh my god, he gets it. Gets the kill off of Infi and the Shadow Hunter level 2 with this. But what do we do now? It's a level 3 Archmage. He's benched for almost 2 minutes. Finally getting the Sanctum after, what is this? 8 minutes 55. But you know what? He needs heal cells, man. I don't know if he can keep the pressure up against the Quilbies. That's why he gets rid of it. No mana on the Beastmaster anymore.
This Blade Master, man. This is such a fun Blade Master game if you're the Orc. Like, there's nothing for you to worry about. Only tier 1 human stuff.
And the Shadow Hunter went back to do some shopping with healing selves and the Clarity that's running for him. That's definitely one heal wave, which he needs. And what can he do in the time that the Archmage is benched?
Well, he has no end snares to work with. He has Hex, however. Getting the Beastmaster here, of course, would be the dream. More and more Quilbies being summoned. He's hexing the footies.
Interesting.
Interesting is one word.
Call to arms being used. Does he go for the Beastmaster now? But it's only level 1. I don't think it's worth it. Should be his priority to keep the Berserker alive or rebuy one. But the Beastmaster's on the chase. It's pretty damn fast. And also claws +6. This is the end. Oh, is it the end? The MVP Berserker survives this for now, dragging the Beastmaster out of this fight and opening up this base again.
But now the first sorcerers are coming out. We're gonna have slow, but certainly not mass slow to permanently disable or at least make life hard for the Blade Master. One of the grunts here, though, might be the kill. The AM is gonna be out soon. And with the Water Elemental added damage, this should be good enough for a kill. Where's the Beastmaster, by the way? In the middle, oh, he killed the other grunt. That was pretty cool. Intercepting the wounded forces on their way back.
Oh, the next grunt is about to fall as well. Archmage is there, gets a welcome gift with this green skin.
23 versus 24.
Both are down to their heroes, man. It's unbelievable. And again, the ranged attacks against peasants. Maybe a farm there would be good.
Alright, the two Sorks. One of them has mana for a slow. That's the last one on the SH at the moment. He's already 2.5 though. I guess so is the Beastmaster. Archmage getting blocked by the Walker. Holy crap, that was a really good block.
Yeah, but the Water Elemental will make sure. Okay, you don't do that again, man. The Blade Master, absolutely the saving grace. He's getting close to 4. Again, good blocks by this Walker.
Dude!
And he does it again. And
the Walker blocks. Not bad.
2 sorceries coming out. On the other side, we see Raider, Walker, First Priest as well. No Breaker. Also a Lumber Mill. He plays this one Sanctum as he's still suffering the lack of lumber here.
The Blade Master shows his face again and is going to put fear into the human hearts. Well, he has slow now, so the fear is not no longer as scary, I guess. There's the Blade Master. The SH wants to take out the rest of the camp. Gets that last hit. Getting closer to 3. One of the walkers, though, is very injured, and I'm surprised to see this confidence out of Infi. This does not look like an army that you want to fight with.
Nope.
But the Blade Master is going to get his healing cancelled here. He's down to less than 200, so it is a little scary now.
Are you running for an Invo potion now? He does have the gold and his supply stock. With a late burrow there. What? Staffing the Shadow Hunter? To give him the healing cell? Okay. And the rest of the army is following with Raiders with Ensnare this time. Does Infi have a town portal? No, he doesn't, but Invul and Heal Scroll.
Can he take this fight? First Priest, easy kill with that Ensnare. Here's another one. Another fourth. I don't think if he can fight this at all, but he seems to think differently. No militia coming from the main. He has taken too much damage, too many losses towards those militia throughout the early and mid-game stages. Next Sorceress falls with another Ensnare. This Sorceress is dead as well, and Infi is just losing one unit after the
Level
next.
3 Shadow Hunter. He still has a mana potion and 180 mana. This is a nice round by XiaoKK. Opens it up though, blocking himself with the Quilbies there. Or was it kind of a counter block? Both possible. Raider is not falling. Nice heal wave again. Getting this last heal unit, which is the Priest. GG by Infi. And XiaoKK equalizing the series in a major upset again.
That Berserker. So MVP.
Right?
So MVP, dude.
Bruno the Berserker.
And maybe that was a bit of overconfidence by Infi. You want a base race against me? Ha, ha, ha. I'm Infi, you're XiaoKK. What the hell are you thinking? But miscalculated there, I guess. And Infi making rare mistakes. Rare mistakes.
Indeed. We saw it before in the game against Focus. But, okay. This would be the upset of the tournament, man. Infi was so strong in GCS Summer, in NSL, and now he's facing elimination against XiaoKK. This is unbelievable, man. What are the odds for this?
Yeah, and as I said when we were starting the day, Infi, he usually shows up and performs.
Yeah.
But sometimes he does fall a little short, and this might be one of those days today. XiaoKK wins the next one and then actually makes it into the playoffs. That would be a sick storyline.
Yeah, super sick
we
comeback.
so totally counted him out. Like, absolutely. After map number 1, are you kidding me? You think that was maybe his like pocket strat? Echo Eyes, Berserker harass
Berserker.
with the staff.
It's kind of possible on AZ as well. If you like lure away the creeps and then get it.
Yeah. But then again, this cannot really be too premeditated because you have to rely on the human creeping his merc camp, and that is not standard anymore.
Yeah.
So actually, it seems like he was adjusting on the fly more so than anything else. Cool though, definitely that we're gonna make this more of an interesting series.
This group in general, except the first series maybe, was so awesome. And who do you think would like focus to see in the lower bracket final? Because XiaoKK's Orc Mirror is like at 68% or something win rate.
Yeah, I know, that's crazy.
He's freaking insane in Orc Mirror. But the other one is Infi, so...
Yeah, and in addition, he's very unsure of his own Orc Mirror focus. Yeah. He's not satisfied with the way he plays it. I don't know who he would prefer.
Me neither, really hard to tell. Here we see the two players again. It's of course tied 1-1. And yeah, both are facing elimination. The winner of this match will continue to play against Focus. The stats, man, it's so horrible. 37% versus human only. That's so bad. Usually,
it's really rough though in China.
With a win rate, yeah, exactly. But with a win rate like this, you usually don't make it to the World Championships. XiaoKK made it work with a win over Chamiko, for example. So he does win games, but yeah, you see, it is the same against Infi.
That sounds really mean, man.
62 versus Orc, and that number has dropped quite a bit since Lin joined the scene again, so that number is absolutely insane. Infi, an absolute legend in Warcraft. XiaoKK, an up-and-coming Orc star, maybe. Definitely the second best Orc in China, I would say, with the absence of ZDR for quite a long time already. Enough with the talks. We want a decision, and we're going to get one on AZ.
All right. So, one question is already out of the window. Fast expansion, the answer is no. Not possible on AZ. Way too hard to do. Echo Eyes, basically the one map where it is possible, has already been played out. So, what we've been seeing a lot here is MK for humans, and then trying to creep up fairly safely towards level 3, and then play like the tug of war game towards the Orc base and try to bleed them dry slowly. But of course, it could still be a tier 2 push with a Beastmaster followed up by some towers, but for that you need a level 3 AM. A lot in this game will revolve around how quickly the AM gets to level 3, and this is one of the easier maps to do it on. You get level 2 right away with the 2 creep camps, and then you can spread out across the map with your Archmage and Footies, and the Militia can creep the green camp in front of your base with little Murlocs, or if you're really ballsy, even go for the Kobolds, but that is asking a little bit for trouble.
Do that. Okay, we have a slightly faster Archmage with this. By the way, can you turn the AC down? I'm freezing.
Aha, so now you're cold, Neil.
I'm cold, yeah. Little faster Archmage with a tiny power build on this, not using too many resources on this, but just very few to get a little jumpstart and stop this creep spot at the laboratory faster. On the other side, Shop can also be crept, but I don't think he's gonna do it. Late Master's item will be pretty important on the first creep spot. With Circlet and Claw, I think he can be aggressive again as he was on Echo Owls. With gloves or ring, he shouldn't be.
Yeah, and that Blade Master carried that game so super hard on Echo. We saw actually some decent Blade Masters on AZ today and yesterday, where usually it is so hard to do, and he gets the circlet here. Very nice on level 1. Tier 2 tech starting for the Orc. The humans is going to be slightly behind. AM finding slippers, which the Blade Master would have loved, of course. It's going to grab the next circlet at the Merchant. How far behind is the tech going to be here? Should be starting any second now for Infi. And at the moment, the Orc has lost track of the human. Usually you always want to know where he is. You want to scout with your grunts, with your Blade Master, and keep him from leveling too easy. But the AM now has made it towards the top left side of the map and will be able to take out these trolls very easily. Something that top Orc players should not really allow.
He's quite close to level 3 already. Another pair of slippers. Would love to have a good agility hero now, but on the flip side, his tech was quite late, like 1/4 behind XiaoKK, who's scouting this with a grunt, but of course can't do anything against it, but maybe the Blade Master can with his 2 circlets. So far he did good damage against Footman on Echo Owls. Oh, can he block him there?
Are under attack.
Oh, he's stuck.
He is stuck.
Does he get the tele staff?
He needs a staff.
Spam. They're spamming the staff right now.
Yeah.
Who got it?
Oh, the Demon Hunter, the Blade Master got it. He has to use the town portal. What a disaster for Infi again. And what a cool move by XiaoKK to realize, okay, you can't move around the shop. So, this is not starting well for the vice champion, man. He could be eliminated here. I can't believe it.
I mean, it's a headache, of course, that you're low HP now on the Archmage, but you are fast with the boots, and you're so close to level 3 that you should be able to get it with only the footies.
Yeah, but losing the town portal opens up the potential for hero focus so wide for Hex and Snare, whatever. I don't think he will rebuy it. He's too cheap for that, I guess.
That's true, I suppose. Needs to be more safe before making a dedicated push, and he's power building the vault right at this very moment. Orc Tech is soon to be finishing up. Footies here get the valuable experience for the level 3 on the AM. But now with that, how much can he really do? He can't take a big camp, too risky. He certainly can't be aggressive, way too risky. So what is his choice here? How is he gonna use his time?
Maybe going for Mountain King this time, as the tech was quite late.
I love how he's splitting one footy from the army, kind of baiting the Blade Master, getting intel where he is. So with that, maybe can go for the next creep camp, can go towards the Orc main. But yeah, the SH is going to be out in a moment. As you said, Hex makes this all very dangerous, but he is playing this cautiously. AM is barely showing his face.
Blade Master level 2, that kind of goes towards my hero focus theory there, because without crit. It's really hard with only Windwalk. As long as you have mana, that's okay, but you're going to be out. And Beastmaster, it is, you're right. Maybe like early tower push again. I mean, he does have 4 footmen.
He denied the water elemental.
Nice deny. And that was actually level 2, right?
Yeah, that would have been level 2. Quite a bit of mana on the AM here. Will be 3 water elementals over.
Do you think Infi needs to push now? Yeah, I think so. Beastmaster summoning the second Quillbeast. The one is at half duration. Hexing the beast immediately, taking a lot of damage on the Blade Master. I don't think you should do that, especially if you have only 60 mana. Oh, this is hard for XiaoKK.
He's looking towards the Archmage. He knows that there's no TP anymore, but Infi's playing this so well. Not staying 1 second too long. And yeah, the Blade is still level 1.
He has boots
not so
now.
Scary.
Shadowhunter reaching around, but with the blade so far away.
Oh my god, this is so much damage. 3 Quillbeasts, 2 water elementals. There should not be a way to keep this burrow alive.
It's so amazing how Infi finds ways to walk around XiaoKK the entire time. Create this death ball almost, or this summon ball. He supplies stack now, before the first Raider, before the first Walker.
No.
He's losing so much time. Finally level 2, finally crit. With the heroes to save, it doesn't really matter if he loses these footmen here. If he gets this burrow, this is... get up.
Oh,
yes,
so
wow. Wow.
That's so painful. That's so painful.
It's incredible how Infi finds these opportunities.
And now he's hexing one of those footies. The other hex expires. May not even get that one. He needs to find some exit kills here. And these water elementals still like making it so, or these summons, but still making it so that the Orc can't make any burrows at the moment. Now finally another one is coming up. But the human army is already sitting at around 40 supply, and the orc can't get there for eternity here, it seems.
With this ballsy move going for the Taskmaster here. There's almost no damage in this army without summons, but with Militia, of course, you can tank a lot, also with Footman there. And XiaoKK has no chance punishing this. He has to play really defensively to make sure that he can't get these burrows up. He needs them. And he needs a Shadow Hunter level 2, trying to make this work with the rest of the laboratory, but look at this blue mass coming up north.
He was stuck on level 1 SH for so long. It seems like this is not going to be the case this time, but Tower's already on their way. Blade Master sees what is in store for him. No sorceresses yet. I think they're going to start coming now. Ah, there's one here. You're right. With 2 slows ready. Going for one of the priests here with the first hex, and that's going to be a kill for him. But without Ensnare, he can't find too many more easy kills. Swallow Speed. What's he going to go for? The AM, actually? No.
Without hex and Ensnare, he can't do it. Sorceress Snipe. Yep, there we go. This is really important to get rid of slow, but there's still a priest for healing, and the grunts are suffering so hard. He's buying time for the tower. It's only an arcane tower, but it's so good if the Shadow Hunter is in range.
And he used all of his mana on the SH for the hexes. And he's gonna find the next kill here, but now no mana for heal wave, and he's gonna lose his last grunt here, it seems. With a focus fire from the water elemental will be an easy pickup. Level 2 already for this Beastmaster. He has the burrows now ready, but suddenly he doesn't have any units.
The game on Echo Isles was an exception as it seems, as Infi found his confidence again and found his strength again. The shop is down, no clarities, no heal cells. He didn't shop before. Okay, he has 2 heal cells left. The Kodo is up, but the position is miserable. I actually can walk through there, so it's okay. But the burrows, man.
Lose another one. Because he lost so many units, he's no longer supply stuck, so that's something, I guess.
Catapult's out.
Alright, doesn't want to move too far forward. Could get slow and easily taken out. Blade Master in trouble as well. Shop is gone. Where's there more healing? He has one more salve on the SH, and he will get back to safety.
It would be nice if the Kodo could eat the Blade Master to keep him safe for a bit.
And heal him, maybe?
With heal him inside?
With the stomach contents.
Like Bear Grylls. Adept upgrade for the Walkers are coming, and they will provide this spell and getting rid of the Quill Beast there. But that is moving gray there. No, the barracks is falling. The tower's far behind, but they are just distracted. He doesn't even have a lumber mill. And the tower's coming up. The shop is coming up.
Alright, should maybe XiaoKK turtle in the back of his base. He has time here with no guard towers pressuring him, but the barracks is gonna be gone, so he can't really counter siege, I guess, with the Demolisher. What's he gonna go for here? No ensnares to work with.
The repair was actually working. I thought it would be too late, but now only 3 peons repairing. He's getting rid of the water elementals. But I think it's pretty big that he helped this barracks, if the Blade Master survives.
But he's not making anything from that barracks. No Demolisher. He has one Raider here for Ensnare. Perhaps Ensnare plus Demolisher combo could find something. Use it on the Water Elemental only, though. Barracks back up to decent HP. But this Orc army, man, it's like red and yellow all the time.
Blade Master got a heal wave, but that was quite the last one. But he has a shot back up. And that means clarities. Reveal being used to get some vision. The Demolisher is super exposed. Handed it to him on the silver platter.
Alright, we thought he needed 2. Now he's back to 0. That's not good. He's gonna get 1 priest here with the Ensnare at least. He was a little bit out of position. Of course, they're easy to take out with a surgical strike.
Was the clarity cancelled? I think so, right?
You didn't see.
Just the mass unit. The first breaker is coming out, and towers are crawling forward. And again, so much open space to kill the burrows. It's like Groundhog Day.
Yeah. He has to like engage. He can't afford to lose 3 burrows again. Then the game is certainly over. But what does he have to engage with? A little bit of something, but it's just walking around. It's not really dealing damage aside from the one Blade Master, who isn't really that one-man army quite yet. Gonna get another kill here, I guess, with the help of the burrows onto the priest at least, but once again has to run away with the Scroll of Speed. He will not take any losses here on his way back into the base. The Walker presents himself. Was fairly suicidal there, it seemed. Blade Master, you need to stay alive. He is very low HP. He gets healed up, though.
If the Blade Master falls, the tournament for XiaoKK is over. He's holding on to one single threat. And how much longer will this threat hold him? I don't think much longer. This is so easy for Infi now. But with Blade Master Critical Strike, you can never be sure to win a game. Next Walker down, though. Next heal wave. Wasn't the last one? Yeah, looks like it. Right clicks on the Blade Master. There's no mana for him to windwalk. And GG! XiaoKK out, and we get the rematch of Infi versus Focus in the lower bracket semi-final. Final, sorry.
Pretty cool, though, that at least he got that one map. And there he looked pretty strong as well. So, not the 0-8 that we've seen before. But here, Infi, he bounces back. It was looking a little scary for a while there when he was stuck and had to use his TP. But yeah, this is what we were expecting. Unfortunately, XiaoKK not up for a surprise, I guess. But yeah, Focus versus Infi, that's going to be
a treat to watch.
Yeah, really cool. The rematch here, is Infi a little wiser now? Does he have a better idea of what to do the next time round?
And did Focus get enough rest to, like, after the defeat against Lawlight? I think he was very, very stressed after the five games in a row that were all super intensive. He needed that break. Infi had to play a long series as well. Will this hurt him a bit there? I don't know. I bet we're gonna see. I mean, XiaoKK, he was expected to be the 4th player in this group. He is the 4th player in this group. And we can show it to you once again. It's not updated yet, but you know the result here. Lawlight with 4-0, making it into the playoffs as the 3rd player. And now Focus versus Infi, the rematch. Will we see the stronger Infi that we all expected, or will we see the surprise offline Focus again that was way better than we all expected in the winner bracket semifinal?
And how heartbreaking would this be for Focus? He played so well against Infi, and he also played well against Lawlight. Yes. That was such a close series. It makes, say, 2-0 here in our graphic, which is of course correct, but could have gone either way. Is he once again not going to make it into the playoffs, despite playing so well this time?
It was the same at GCS Fall, where he played a great tournament, and then all of a sudden Romantic found a Book of the Dead twice.
Oh, yeah.
And it was over, so...
Oh, I forgot about that one. Oh, yeah.
Focus and the Humans, it's the story. And the next chapter of this story will be told in roughly 10 minutes. Stay tuned to Back to Warcraft, here live from Shanghai. We're going to conclude Group B in just a bit.